fellow Christians and heathens, and welcome to Sermon Sunday. Whoa. So for the whole month of March, we've been talking about just doing it on purpose for God's purpose. And as this is the last day in March, we're gonna finish out our series with talking about why it's important to let God use you for his greater purpose. Stay tuned, let's roll this clip. Oftentimes, God places these little thoughtful ideas into our minds to make others feel special. So, for instance, when you're balling and someone else is struggling, sometimes you give someone cash. Or when you're really good friends with someone, you know their favorite places, so you take them to that place so they can feel really special. Or maybe even it's someone who popped into your mind who you know has been having a really rough time, a rough season, and you write them a kind note just to remind them of their worth. These are little things that we do or that other people do sometimes to make others in our lives feel special. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, well, that ain't God. I'm just a nice person. And you may be a nice person, but you're also sinful. And you know what sinful people do? We're selfish. Therefore, it's so awesome that we've been given this gift from God to love others well. And we do that by not only consulting God on purpose so we can fulfill his purpose, but he allows our sinful bodies to be a part of his greater purpose so others may feel special. Ain't that nice? Mama Vika!
Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm happy. This is good. This morning somebody brings set of gifts for me and you also again. My cooking is just, I want to use it to help people.
Amen.
It's like humanitarian work for me. I didn't know people are seeing what I'm doing, Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mama V.
God bless you. Thank you, I really appreciate it. And this month also is my birthday. On the 24th of this month is my birthday, but I'm celebrating it on the 16th here in my kitchen. So you can invite all your friends for us here.
Making others feel special on purpose is always a part of God's purpose, and we get to help him in doing so. So, I'm not gonna speak without being backed up by this, so pull out your Bibles. Today, we're in Matthew 5, verses 13 through 16. It says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot." I didn't say that, the word says that. Continuing in verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." See, that's the great thing about us living life on purpose for God's purpose, so other people may see God. We don't do these acts of service or even gift people or even do these little special things so other people may feel special, so that people may see us, but we do these things so that way God's love for them may be revealed. You ever having a really tough day and you're like, God, I just can't do it anymore, but if I see a rainbow, I know you're up there. And you see a rainbow and you're like, whoa, you heard me. Or even when you're having a really tough day and you just don't want to leave your room and a friend texts you randomly and is like, hey, I just want to let you know that you're loved and cared for and I really appreciate our friendship. That is not just by chance. There's no such thing as a coincidence. That is God in your life using people so you may feel his love through them. I'm thankful that even though there are so many ways in which I'm not useful, and so many ways in which I'm selfish, and so many ways in which I'm unclean and dirty and shameful, I'm thankful that God uses me for his greater purpose so others may feel loved and feel served and feel worthy. So as you go throughout this week, look for the coincidences where you see God showing up in your life. If it's a rainbow, or if it's someone writing you a kind note, or someone going out of their way to make you feel special, think about the ways in which they might have consulted God so you may feel God's love. And then, feeling inspired by that, I challenge you to go out and do that for someone else. And maybe go before the Father and say, hey God, I don't really know what's the best way in which I can serve this person, but I need your help. And then see what he puts in your mind. So that's your challenge for this week, and I hope all goes well. Nothing bad can happen from it other than someone else feeling a little more special than the day before. Thank you so much for watching Sermon Sunday, going through this series with me, and we hope to see you next week in April.